In this video we have something a bit interesting within the world of GT7, something which could turn out to be absolutely nothing, or it could turn out to be something. Interestingly though, it does have a bit of correlation, if I recall correctly, to the video which I made about the 80 plus vehicles that were leaked thanks to data mining in GT7. If you haven't watched that video already, you definitely should. About 130,000 people have already watched it, which is pretty cool, and every single update that we get has been releasing and confirming more and more cars from that list and giving it more and more credibility. Now with that to one side, I want to thank Morten André Lastad, probably a completely wrong pronunciation, for letting me know about this on Instagram, and it is from PlayStation Brazil's YouTube channel. So it's about as legit as you can get, really. Now, the reason why I said this could be nothing is because, as you'll see quite plainly in this trailer, it's a live action trailer, and everything except the last few seconds, which is in-game footage, is just remixed and edited real-world footage. Even the section of the trailer where you can see the yellow Audi R8 on a circuit with the full, UI, even that is clearly not in the game. Gran Turismo has good graphics, but Gran Turismo does not have blurred-out license plates, so that even that is not in the game, as you can clearly see. But the interesting thing about it is their choice of cars. Now, if you watch the actual trailer, which of course is the same as what you're seeing here, just with a soundtrack, etc., then you'll hear the strange choice of giving the Porsche Taycan a soundtrack as if it had an engine, which is a bit odd, but the other two cars are the Aston Martin Vantage and, curiously, the Audi R8, the newer shape, the shape of R8 which is technically the road-going version of the racing R8 that we have in the game. And of course we've got a couple of different variations of the R8, but we've never had the road car in Sport or 7. We've had the older one, but not the newer one. So with that in mind, this, as I said, could be nothing, or it could be a subtle tease toward that car coming. Now I don't recall if that Audi was in the 80 car leaks. I believe it was, and I don't recall if the Aston Martin Vantage was either. I don't think that one was, but we've had at least one car, even off the top of my head, that wasn't in that leaked list, and I've mentioned a number of times on the channel, I do not think those 80 cars are the only cars. I think that's just some of the ones that we've seen, because we've already seen additional vehicles which weren't featured that have come as well, even as recently as the Maserati A6 GCS. That was not on the leaked list, but it was, of course, a GT award winner, and it's come to the game anyway. So just because the Vantage is or isn't on the list doesn't mean it's not coming. We already have the Taycan, the Audi I believe was on the list. So like I said, it's one of those videos which is certainly strong enough in terms of who made it and where it's sourced from. It's about as authentic as you can get, but it could just be a marketing thing. They could have just completely chosen the cars at random because they look good. Or it could be cars that are coming to the game, / are already in there, in the case of the Taycan. So something to consider, not anything to necessarily get super hyped about, but just keeping you guys in the loop. And all of these small things are, at the very least, potentially an insight into how simultaneously not connected Gran Turismo is across different communities, which is a bit of a shame, where they release certain information in one area and not another, which just speaks to all of their lack of communication with the community, but also potentially a little bit of a teaser if it does turn out to arrive in the game. Ultimately, give me your thoughts down below. Do you think this is nothing? Do you think it's something worth thinking about and expecting? And of course, as well as that 80 car released list or leak list, which you should check out if you haven't already, obviously stick around on the channel for more as well. But for now, as always, thanks for watching.